One of the mystery about prayer is that you don't need to understand how God will do what he will do. But you just need to understand that I've got to stay focused and do what I am doing by reason or by way of talking to God. And then you leave the rest to God. When you enter into the place of prayer, okay, it's like you have entered into a central location where you are able to control all things from that one point. So you don't need to move to anywhere to control anything. But you see, the problem we have is that we are thinking about it and you're like, but how can I be in Ghana? Or how can I be in Accra and pray for somebody in Baku to experience the power of God? Because you have not yet understood that by reason of prayer, the moment you enter into the place of prayer, you are like you have been teleported from one place to another. You are here talking, but what you are saying here is echoing in another place. And what you are saying here is correcting things in another place. Because see, the moment you enter into the place of prayer, and as a man or a woman, you begin to command by prayer. Listen to me, angels are released. They are messengers of God. They are released and they are there to work as you speak. So you see, the man said to Jesus, he said, my daughter or my child is not well. And Jesus said, let's go to your house. He said, you don't need to go to my house. I understand. I am a man under authority. And I understand something, Jesus. I understand that any man that is under authority or any man that has subjects does not need to move to get the work done. What he does is that he needs to stay where he is and he just speaks to his subjects and they go and carry out the work. That's the mystery of prayer. So the moment you enter to the place of prayer, as a child of God, you have access to angels and they are waiting to say, what must we do? What must we carry out? And so the man said, no, just speak the word. Speak the word. You see, he knew that when Jesus speaks the word, there is an angelic being that carries healing that would immediately, by reason of what Jesus said, move and go to the child where the child is and minister to the child healing. The man knew that it doesn't take Jesus. I don't need to see Jesus physically in my house because I know how things operate. I understand rankings and I understand authority. And you see, the man, even though he was not a believer, he knew that, listen, what we see in the physical is what happens in the spiritual. In other words, the physical is a replication of the spiritual. You understand? So he understands that, listen, if in the physical I can talk to somebody that is under me and they'll go and carry out my assignment, because the physical is a replication of the spiritual, then what it means is that what we do here is what is done in the spiritual. And the man understands that what I am looking for from Jesus is spiritual, it's not physical. By prayer, you are able to alter things in the future. By prayer, you are able to correct things that have been done, the things that have been negated against you. By prayer, you are able to correct them. But you see, it is difficult to understand. Because you see, somebody went somewhere and did something, and now it's affecting you, and you cannot understand how. You will stand where you are, you will speak a word, and it will correct it. But that's the mystery of prayer. Because a mystery is something that is impossible or hard, difficult to understand or explain. So you need to get into your spirit that prayer is a mystery.